The Florida Department of Law Enforcement has just released new crime statistics for the state for the first half of this year. Statewide, crime is down, but here in Duval County, it's a different story. The number of overall crimes dropped 2.4% statewide from the first half of 2013 to the first half of 2014. In Duval County, that same figure, though, went up nearly 4%. The number of murders went up from 33 to 52. Robbery, aggravated assault, larceny, and motor vehicle theft also went up. Forcible rape and burglary went down. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is also turning crime stats into a map to give city leaders a very clear picture of where crime is worse in the city. It shows where police will be targeting their efforts. Channel 4's Scott Johnson looked at the map and explains how it will be used.
This is the map the Sheriff's Office provided to city leaders. It shows the crime hotspots for violent and property crime, very centered in northwest Jacksonville. Not unusual, but look across the river at Arlington, all up and down the expressway, even north of Fort Caroline on University. But the southwest part of the city has also been hit. Down here near Lane Avenue and 103rd, that's had some problems. This is what city leaders want to tackle. City Councilwoman Denise Lee chairs Jacksonville's Blight Committee, targeting neighborhoods where there's everything from garbage on the ground to abandoned buildings to crime.
And I want to show that this is where it is. This is where we need to put our resources.
Lee requested seeing maps on where the crime is, and JSO brought this, showing crime hotspots around the city.
And to prove that the sheriff definitely needs more resources, meaning bodies. Because as you know, 2 weeks ago, last week, this week, there's just been a rash of different incidents, whether it's murder, whether it's burglary, whether it's kidnapping.
Lee and others want resources sent to places like Grand Park and around the Eureka Gardens apartment complex, where this woman, who doesn't want her name known, spends a lot of time.
If you tend to your business, go do it, go in the house, do what you do, and, you know, stay to yourself. Nobody don't bother no one. But if you out just socializing with everybody in everybody's business and stuff like that, that's how you get yourself into stuff.
News for Jack's crime analyst Gil Smith has been talking to members of the Sheriff's Office who say they put more officers in crime hotspots like here, where Arlington Road meets the Arlington Expressway. Does it mean putting more cops on the streets?
It's more on the streets, but they isolate and focus on specific areas and specific problems.
Okay.
Now, the numbers are high, like your map shows. But since May, it has been a slight decrease in crime.
An interesting thing the Blight Committee found is that the low crime areas have neighborhood associations and crime watches. These high crime areas almost never have one.
Where there's an active neighborhood watch or some type of community program to help reduce crime, the problems seem to go away or they decrease significantly.
Last night at 6, I also showed you this area of the west side near the Eureka Gardens apartments. Crime has been so strong there, a city councilman is saying he's considering pushing to remove federal housing subsidies from that complex unless they put in a security fence and security guards. Scott Johnson, Channel 4, the local station.